so easy to worry, will become a day. God given us authority to speak to our day. What you gonna say? I decree and declare that shall have peace, no matter what's going on. Now, what happened on yesterday? Leave it. Today's a brand new day. To speak to your day. It's gonna be a good day, great day, every year a blessed day. My kind of day, today. It's gonna be a good day, great day, every year a blessed day. Speak to your day. It's gonna be a good day, great day, every year a blessed day. My kind of day, today. It's gonna be a good day, great day, every year a blessed day. Let's have some sister showers. Proverbs 18:21. That life is in the power of the tongue. If you love it, truly, the fruit thereof. 33 birds, the kingdom of God, and His righteousness. All these things be added to you. Philippians 4:8. Whatsoever things are true, honest, just pure, love, church, things talking things. And we all got bills and we all got needs. What? My God shall supply every one of my needs. What happened yesterday? What happened yesterday? Leave it with yesterday. Today is a brand new day. What you gonna do? It's gonna be a good day, great day, every year a blessed day. My kind of day, today.
Well, that is the music of Mr. Cameo Prophet, who is a citizen, a person right here from the Wichita community, an amazing musician, and he allows us to use that song on our podcast. Cameo, if you happen to see this, thank you so much, my friend, my brother, for allowing us to use that today as well as on our Ignite broadcast. Folks, thank you all for tuning in, and we're excited about being here before you. I came on to give you some updates on what's happening at Saint Mark, and there's a lot going on over the next 6 to 8 weeks, a lot going on, and I wanted to come on and just make you all fully aware of what those things are and just kind of give you a roadmap for how we go forward over the next few weeks, including the onboarding of our new pastor, Dr. Victor McCullough. We made that announcement, and he'll be here July 1st, and I want to give you some details about how we as a congregation can prepare for that. So if you're watching right now, I need you to do something for me. Reach out and tag some other St. Mark folks and invite them to come on and hear these announcements. If they don't come on now, maybe they're at work, they're busy, they can't come on, make sure you post this, you share this video to your Facebook page or your YouTube. If you have a YouTube channel, share it on your social media outlets so that other folks can know what's going on and they can be up to date on what's going on with St. Mark. I want to welcome to this announcement moment today Ms. Cheryl Stevenson, who is the executive manager of St. Mark. And as you all know about Pastor Johnson now, I'll pull people in on stuff at the last minute. So you all know Cheryl just got asked this 15 minutes ago. So, but you know, that's everybody kind of knows that about me now, and they kind of know if you're going to work with them, you just kind of have to be prepared at any time to just like jump on. So Cheryl, thank you for coming on. How are you today?
I am wonderful, and thank you for bringing me on. And I want to say good morning to everyone. And my role here, I love working with Pastor Johnson, and I help him with strategic planning. I also help him with managing the ministries and any other thing that he has on his plate for me to do. So I'm here, and Pastor, you've been on vacation. I know you're back. And so just so excited to hear what you have for us and what's on your plate over the next couple of weeks.
So, yeah, it's good to be back. I want to thank St. Mark for allowing me to have some vacation time. I took a couple of weeks. I really needed to do that because as I'm preparing for my next assignment, I needed some time to just unplug and just kind of tend to my own soul, really. I didn't even do a family vacation. I do family vacations every year with Linda and the girls and our daughters. They're not girls anymore. They're young adults. But this was just a 2-week vacation where I just kind of took some time for myself and just kind of spent some time with the Lord. But I'm glad to be back as I close out this phase of my life and my time with St. Mark. and I'm very excited about this time. So I'm doing well. Uh, Finishing up a manuscript that I'm very excited about, that St. Mark will benefit from in the future. But just other than that, just kind of tying some things together and trying to make sure that we finish well and that we do a great handoff to our incoming pastor.
So we enjoyed having you here, and we know the Lord is taking you on to greater heights. And so, with that, we are celebrating you, but we also are celebrating our new pastor that is coming on, Dr. Victor McCullough. So, you want to share with us how you guys are working together to make this transition easy for everyone as we celebrate you, and then we also celebrate the pastor that the Lord is transitioning to St. Mark.
Absolutely. So, St. Mark, you all should know by now that our new pastor is Dr. Victor McCullough. He and his wife Nancy, they've been here at St. Mark before. They'll be back, so they will not be strangers to St. Mark. But by the way, since the last time they were here, Nancy has gone on to finish the ministry candidacy process and is an ordained elder herself. So she's not been appointed. So they will let you all know how they will work together. But you do get the benefit. You're going to have the blessing of having two ordained persons. But Dr. Victor McCullough will begin July 1st, and we have started the onboarding process softly. So we're communicating with him, giving him important phone numbers so he can reach out to people as he desires, including staff, key leaders. He is in conversation not only with myself and Pastor Yolanda and Cheryl, but he's also in conversation with Ron Holt, our lay leader. And so we've been very intentional about onboarding him the right way. We want him to come on board and do that in a way so that he comes on and he's able to take off Cheryl and just like do an amazing job. So it's a day by day, week by week thing. Barbara Smith is one of the persons who's working very closely with him because she's helping them to find housing. We're keeping him informed about what's going on at St. Mark, and he can give with the freedom, the option of chiming in anytime he wants to. That includes staff meetings, and we will continue to do that. Want everyone to remember that he is a district superintendent in the Oklahoma Conference, so he is finishing his work there. So he is doing cabinet meetings. They're finishing up appointments, getting ready for their annual conference. So he's engaged in that work. So it may be a while before you really begin to see more of him, but he will be here, he and Nancy, on July 1st. And I'm very excited about him. Very smart person, very gifted, anointed, mature. He is a mature leader. He will bring a great deal of mature leadership to St. Mark. And I think that's so important. What I need St. Mark to do is to start praying for Dr. McCullough and Nancy. Start praying for them, pray for their physical well-being, pray for their spiritual well-being, pray for their financial well-being, pray for a good transition, and then pray for that visionary, for God to give them an amazing vision that they will bring to St. Mark and enhance the vision that we already have in place. So there'll be a merging of these two visions, these things that God has placed in his heart, along with the things that God has already given us. And that's going to merge, those two things will be merged together to begin to work on a great future for St. Mark, the people of possibilities and transformation.
And transformation. All right, with that, you want to share what is happening? I can start out sharing. We are people of possibilities and transformation, and we believe in going out to the community. So one of the things we do every third Saturday of the month is have a mission project. And so this Saturday, we are going to Bread of Life, and we're going to help package food for those needing food assistance and also distribute. So I want to encourage, if you're interested, to please go out. They're located at 1301 East Galena. That's on the south side of the city. And it is a blessing. It is truly a blessing to be in ministry and to work with those that help persons in our community. So we're excited about that.
That's very exciting. I will even say, and by the way, folks, we're about to go real fast to several things that are happening over the next few weeks. But don't panic if you feel like it's going too fast, because we're going to send out an email, a newsletter. Most of this is in the bulletin. You can get that on Sundays in person. It's also posted online. You can on Sundays when you go to the broadcast, there's a link there where you can click on that link and see the bulletin that we get a digital copy of the bulletin. But also, I will send out a newsletter to you all with all of this information. But we have the mission project coming up tonight. I do want to mention this, Cheryl, that tonight I'm back and we're doing our next episode of the Black and White Let's Talk podcast, and we're talking about transition. So, Jan Peterson, who is a person who's deeply engaged in the work of restorative practice, who leads our conversation, she's going to talk to me and Dan about transitions. She wants to talk to me about my transition from Saint Mark to Resurrection Church. But Dan also got a major grant for the vineyard out there that he runs. So he's going to talk about that. And we're just going to talk about transitions in general, how to manage transitions, how to get through those. So that's tonight at 7 p.m. Broadcast or whatever, however you're watching this right now, you can come back here at 7 p.m. and watch that conversation as well. And then, of course, Cheryl has already mentioned our mission project on Saturday. And then on Sunday, there's no picture graphic for this, but on Sunday, so this is what's happening, St. Mark. On Sunday, Deontay Hayden, our young adult minister, will be here, will preach on Sunday, and we're very excited about him. Please spread the word to young adults, have them out. Deontay is always so good. He's always super creative, and he will be so again. So that's Sunday. And then on the following Sunday, well, let me mention, so Deontay will preach, but I also want to mention that he's doing Bible study for St. Mark right now on Wednesday night. So there's in-person Bible study. Ignite will be back. We'll do Ignite for a few more weeks before I transition. But that's virtual, but in person, you can come here in person, and we have Bible study going on. And it's not for young adults, it's for anybody. In-person Bible study here on campus at 7 p.m. in the sanctuary, led by Minister Deontay Hayden, and that's very exciting. So he'll preach on Sunday, lead Bible study next Wednesday, and then the following Sunday, which is Pentecost Sunday.
Yes.
Dear friend, Pastor DeAndre Morris will be here. He is my favorite preacher. But more importantly, he's just an anointed man of God. When he comes to St. Mark, he just pours his heart out. He allows the Holy Spirit to use him, and he's going to do that again. And so he'll be with us preaching on Pentecost Sunday. I'm calling it a one-day revival. A one-day revival, Cheryl. He'll come in and he'll preach and deliver a word from the Lord for us. And we'll call it, the theme for that Sunday is Holy Spirit, come and revive us. Yes. And so that'll be the fourth Sunday, the last Sunday of this month, Pentecost Sunday. And then the following Sunday, Cheryl, we'll do our graduate celebration. That'll be the first Sunday of June. It will be my last first Sunday celebrating Holy Communion with St. Mark, and I can't wait to do that. It'll be my first time back in the pulpit in about a month. So I'll be so ready to preach. Then it'll be after the revival Sunday. So I should be on fire, but we're going to have a wonderful time celebrating our graduates. If you have a graduate in your family, whether that's whatever level, on whatever level, or in any context, tech school or whatever, if you have a graduate in your family, please reach out to Janice Elmore. You can reach her here at the church, leave a voicemail for her. You can reach out to First Lady Linda Johnson. Call the church and get information Monday through Thursday, 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. You can get information so you can get registered. You can get the person in your family who needs to be a part of this celebration. You can make sure that they get registered and that they are part of it. We also want to mention, Cheryl, this on May 20th.
Yes.
Our
powerful prayer.
Our monthly prayer time led by our prayer minister, Jessica Smart. And we want folks to come out. By the way, that's not just for the prayer team. That's not just for people who consider themselves prayer warriors. It is a time for all of St. Mark to come together and pray together. And St. Mark, we really need to do that. I want you all to come together for us to pray for all the transitioning that's going on. And in the midst of all these transitions, so many wonderful opportunities, Cheryl, are coming our way. And we don't want to miss out on that. So that's on May 20th, 10 a.m., prayer hour, and we invite you to come and be a part of that. So on the same day, you'll have the mission project, and you have
Yes.
this. So those two things that are happening on Saturday that we encourage you to come and be a part of both, or at least one of those on this coming Saturday. And then the second Saturday in June,
Mm-hmm.
Pastor DeAndre Morris will preach on the last Sunday of May. Then we'll do first Sunday, and then the second Sunday of June, his son DeAndre Morris Jr. will preach his first sermon, and we're so excited about this young man. And so we'll hopefully we'll get a chance to see Pastor DeAndre Morris twice within a 3-week span, because I'm sure he and his wife will be here. But DeAndre Morris will preach his first sermon. St. Mark, come out. Make sure you're here to support him and encourage him as he launches into ministry. And then the following week, that is men's weekend. And so on that
Yes.
Saturday, the men are doing a barbecue cookout Saturday from 11 a.m. to 3 p.m. And then the next day will be Men's Day. The speaker for that day is Minister Earl Williams, the spouse, the husband of our own Kathy Williams, who came out of St. Mark. She's the daughter of Eugene and Betty Smith, of course. And so that's what's going on that weekend. And then, of course, that last weekend of June will be my final weekend, and we'll celebrate just that transition. So excited about that Sunday. Hopefully, prayerfully, Dr. McCullough and Nancy McCullough will be here to worship with us on that Sunday. We've invited them to be here so that we can all worship together. I want St. Mark to see us all worshiping together as we pass the baton on to the next pastor of St. Mark. Then the following Sunday will be his first Sunday,
Mm-hmm.
Communion Sunday,
Right.
right? And then
Right.
following Sunday, and here we go, the following Sunday in the evening, 3 p.m., St. Mark will host the installation service of the new district superintendent for our district, for the Wichita
Mm-hmm.
district of the Great Plains Conference. Pastor Charlie Kalaba is coming on as district superintendent. He's asked St. Mark to host his installation service. So he wants the St. Mark experience. I just
All
talked
right.
to Johnson about it. He wants the St. Mark experience. And so that evening at 3 o'clock, we'll do that. And then the following Sunday is church anniversary. So St. Mark, Cheryl, there it is. So much going on,
So much.
but so many
So much.
opportunities to pray together, worship together, do mission together, to launch new people into ministry together, to fellowship together, to eat together. Just tons of opportunities for the people of St. Mark. And of course, whenever we're doing stuff together as a church family, we always tell you to invite other people to be a part of that. Those are great opportunities to invite other people into our fellowship. So Cheryl, that's a whole lot, and I'm talking really fast. But again, folks, this will all be in a newsletter coming to you, and we will also share this information. It's in our bulletin. We'll talk about it on Sunday. So make sure that you're here in person or,
Right.
or online. That you're here in person or online, so that you can be connected to what's happening with the people of possibilities and transformation. God is still doing amazing things, and the best is yet to come.
Yes. So we speak that word. The best is yet to come.
Is yet to come.
Yes. All right.
Cheryl, anything that I missed? Any final?
I think you covered a lot of what's happening, and so I hope our listeners was excited about what is happening at St. Mark, and we just look forward to seeing you in the house, or you can join us online.
Or you can join us online. We still love
That's
you.
right.
If you're online, we still love you. We just want to see you in the place,
Yes,
in
in
person.
the place.
God bless you all. When you see this video, whenever you see this video, uh, share it to your Facebook page or your social media outlets, and let the people of St. Mark pass it on to them so that they can know what's going on. It is the fundamental, the basic responsibility of any church member is to at least
Mhm.
know what's going on at your church. To at
Right.
least, at minimum, even if you don't participate in everything or most of the stuff, to at least know what's going on. And
Hmm.
then number two would be to participate.
Exactly.
If you wanted to add a number three would be to invite others. So know what's going on, participate, invite others.
Invite.
And
Yes.
as you do that, then you yourself, you truly become a person of possibilities and transformation, because every time you invite somebody to experience the kingdom through St. Mark, you are inviting them to the Lord Jesus Christ.
Hmm.
There's us unlimited possibilities for transformation. And so
Exactly.
that's what we want for all of you. All right, folks. Thank you all for tuning in. God bless you. Be sure to share this video. Cheryl, thank you so much for
Thank
coming.
you for inviting me. Enjoyed it.
For this impromptu invitation to do
Impromptu.
this
All
live.
right.
Thank you so much. And we're going to log phase out with our music. Thank you again. If Cameo Prophet, if you get a chance to see this, thank you for sharing this with us and allowing us to play your music and to use your. This is a great song, by the way. It talks about speak to your day, and that however you name your day, that's how it will be.
Everybody.
Thank you, folks. Thank you.
Yes, sir. Wake up, wash your face, brush your teeth, comb your hair. Get out the best clothes you can wear. And as you're getting up, I want you to say this right here. I decided.